gentlemen, to all the viewers around the globe, welcome to the must-see TV talk show in the Philippines. Welcome to the Spotlight. I am your host, the one and only Jampol Habigero Padin. And welcome everyone to another stunning day where we will be filled with knowledge and excitement because today is a very special episode of the Spotlight because we will be joined by experienced and well-trained professionals in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us introduce our first guest of the day. So hello, nice to meet you, Mr. Dan. Thank you for being here and welcome here in the Spotlight.
Feels good to be here.
Yes. So how are you? What are you feeling right now?
Basically, this is the first time that I've ever been here in the show. But yeah, the pressure is here and the excitement is here. So, what are we gonna talk about?
Well, I heard that you get everything you want, right? So my question is, how do you react or what do you do if you don't get what you want? And how will you react to those people saying negative things against you?
Magandang tanong yan. But eventually, for me, I've already encountered those kinds of people that says negative stuff about me. But you know, we all have our limitation. My profits has its limitation, and I don't care what they say. You know, they're just on a darn grade than me. But basically, I don't care. You know, I don't mind those people. They don't have the rights to interfere in my life. This is my life, you know. And I would do anything, you know, to get the things that I want. That's it.
So, Mr. Dan, tumungtong ba sa punto where you feel guilty for the action you have done? Like, you get what you want no matter what, right?
Yeah.
So, which can mean that sometimes you step on someone. So, do you ever feel guilty?
Yes, I mean, I did actually, and those were my relatives. And, you know, I was being overruled and overpowered by money. But, you know, I managed to get things done in my personal life, yeah, and I managed to get done it in my relationship with my family. And so, yeah, at this point, I wouldn't even be at this point where I am now without them. So, yeah, that's it.
And now, Mr. Dan, so if I'm not mistaken, you already have two grandchildren, right?
Yeah, I do.
So can you tell us what kind of a grandfather is Mr. Dan Morinday?
Uh, yeah, well, I think just for me, I think I'm a great grandfather, but you know, I'm not saying that I'm the greatest, but I'm trying to be the best. You know, I'm trying to teach my grandchildren how to treat everybody right, and I want to build them trust. You know, because in the society I live in before, trust just wasn't there, and you know. At this point of my age, I think I can still probably do that. You know, teach my grandchildren's trust.
So Mr. Dan, since you're a teacher, you observe one of your students who is suffering solving a simple mathematical problems. How do you deal with this student?
Truly great question. Well, I know how the students feel and I know the pressure that they have because basically at some point, at that point of my age, I too was struggling at mathematical concepts. You know, but with a proper determination, I know they could do it. You know, they could watch YouTube or something. They could watch, or even they could even pair up with their classmates. You know, to gain knowledge from them. If I'm not there, you know, because if I was there, I would be able to assist my student on how to like understand the concept really well.
So this is the last question, Mr. Dan. Have you encountered a student showing signs of frustration while working on a specific task? So, how do you comfort or support them?
Hmm. Well, yeah, I did. I've encountered a lot of students that is frustrated because of uh, their academics, I think. That's the thing. For me to help them is to like encourage them. You know, that's the only thing that we can do. You know, motivate them to just keep going. And maybe I could use like real life situations because you know I've already been there. You know, just to motivate them a bit. You know, give them uh, the motivation to keep going and keep climbing to the mountain because I've been there. You know.
Thank you so much for answering all the questions that we have prepared for you, Mr. General. And also, thank you so much for joining us today
Yeah.
and continue to shape everyone's minds. We are pleased that you joined us today. May you continue to inspire those students to go for their goals no matter how hard and difficult it is.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
It is
you.
a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats because the day is just beginning. Stay tuned as we met our second special guest who will join us on stage after the short break.
Ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan. Paano na lang kung lagi silang absent? Buti na lang, ang tibay nila, always present.
Madami ang sipunin, maiiwasan yan. Vitamin C helps make it stop. Your kid needs tibay, tibay. Araw-araw, punuin muli. Punuin muli, punuin muli. Micronutrient deficiency. Labanan natin pang may tibay. Araw-araw, oh yeah. Kaya natin micronutrient deficiency. Labanan natin pang may bear brand. Araw-araw, oh yeah. Kaya natin to.
Hello, Mrs. Janelle. Thank you for being with us today and welcome to the spotlight. So, how are you? How are you feeling right now? Can you tell us about yourself?
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. I'm Janelle Andias and I'm a successful businesswoman. I'm a mother of two beautiful kids and before I got to become a successful businesswoman, I've been through a lot of hard works. Yes, I am devoted for my goals and working long and hard day and night. That's what we have in reality.
Ms. Janelle, we have gathered questions from different people here in the Philippines. So, my first question is, Ms. Janelle, as we all know that life is very difficult, especially these days, and of course, you are a mother of two children. Ms. Janelle, as we all know that life is very difficult, especially these days, and of course, you are a mother of two children. I just want to ask you if you are still able to buy the things you want for yourself.
Well, being a mother is a big responsibility. When you're a mother, your life will change. Even your priorities and your hobbies. Well, I can't get anything I want, and I would prefer buy some stuffs for my kids rather than for myself. Being a parent kasi, nag-iiba na yung priorities natin eh. Mas uunahin natin yung kapakanan ng mga anak natin kaysa sa sarili natin, di ba?
So I have follow-up question to you, Miss Danielle. I am just confused because nowadays parents and children usually fight. How do you keep your relationship strong between you and your children?
Um, to maintain a strong relationship with my children, first and foremost, I listen to them and spend time with them. You have to set clear boundaries and encourage independence. Provide positive reinforcement, and I also apologize and forgive when necessary, and teach healthy conflict resolution, maintain information, but respect children's privacy, and do their part. Just be a model and also be patient. That's what parents is.
So I heard, Miss Danielle, that your children are honor students at their early age. They were able to excel academically. So how do you teach them or how do you assess them to their academic?
Well, yes, at their early age, I was really amazed that they excel in their academic. Just provide a supportive environment, set achievable goals, and encourage curiosity. Yes. Provide learning resources, set an example, and adapt to learning styles, and also celebrate achievements.
And also, Miss Janelle, I heard that you have a 9 months old baby and her name is Sarah. So when Sarah is playing with a toy and you took the toy from her, how did Sarah react?
Well, usually if Sarah is enjoying playing with her toys or her stuffs, especially when it's her favorite toys, it's a normal reaction for the for the kids na umiiyak sila kapag kinukuha yung mga favorite na bagay nila, di ba? That's what Sarah reacts eh. If she's playing and then kukunin mo yung nilalaro niya, yung favorite niya na gamit or yung laruan niya na favorite niya, umiiyak talaga siya. And I also remember my mom telling me this na nung bata ako, ginagawa ko din yun. Umiiyak ako pag kinukuha yung laruan ko. Ganun kasi yung mga bata kasi hindi pa sila masyado nakakaintindi. What matter for them is their feelings, their needs, their emotions, ganun, di ba?
So, Miss Janelle, in your house, did you observe also that your child obey you because there is a reward or a substitute of obeying you?
Yeah. Children would always come to this point that they won't obey me unless there's a reward. Sometimes it's a way to make them happy by giving them rewards. Kasi usually, diba, children loves receiving rewards, things na motivate sila pag alam nilang may reward, diba?
So, Mrs. Janelle, can you describe a moment when your child, as a parent, demonstrated a strong desire to fit in with their peers and conform to societal norms, even if it meant compromising their own ethical beliefs? How did you support their growth towards understanding that moral?
My child was trying to conform the expense of his or her own ethics. I engage in an open conversation that emphasize the importance of personal values. I will encourage a critical thinking and self confidence by helping them understand the moral principles should take precedence over following social norms when necessary.
So thank you so much, Miss. So thank you so much, Mrs. Danielle, for answering all the questions that we have prepared for you. And also, thank you so much for being with us. And we are pleased that you joined us today. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and wisdom again. Thank you very much.
I'm also thankful that I've got the chance to share my experience here. Yes, thank you very much for having me here.
Stay tuned. Don't change the channel just yet. We've got plenty of thrilling surprises lined up. And our final special guest will be joining us right after the commercial break. Don't miss out.
Energize with Milo every day and do champ moves like James. Energize! Start your day the champion way. Beat energy, energy gap. Beat energy gap. Drink Milo every day. Milo every day. With your 3 balanced meals, beat energy gap. Drink Milo every day. Milo every day. Drink Milo every day and help beat energy gap like a champ.
So, hello, Miss Hansel Ramos.
Yes.
So, good morning and welcome here to the Spotlight. So, how are you feeling right now?
I'm kind of nervous as it is my first time being in a show, but I am pleasured to be here, so yeah, I can do it.
Yeah. So, can you tell us more about your background?
I am 25 and a licensed pharmacist, and I'm currently mastering to be a doctor in pharmacy.
So, let's proceed to the second questions. I know that we are all aware that nowadays children or kids are more focused on gadgets, right? So, have you ever experienced playing with your friends outside?
Yes, I've experienced playing with my friends outside. As far as I can remember, I was 7 years old at that time, and I can say that my childhood memories are the best thing that happened in my life. So, it was a nostalgic feeling that brings back so many memories. So, yeah, that's it.
Let's move on to the third question. So, how old are you again, Miss? I am 25. 25. So, can you tell us more about your experience and the stage of your life as a Gen Z? And do you have plans or anything you do for your future? Because, as far as I know, you just graduated on Somerset University last June 6, 2022, right? So, yeah. What are your plans, or do you have any plans or anything that you're doing?
Um, I've experienced many things and the stage, like searching up answer on the internet, as Gen Z is the first generation to grow up with access with technologies. As a student, I have lots of priorities, and it's kind of challenging to balance my wants and needs. But somehow I overcome it through having these 3 major skills, and which are self-discipline, time management, and setting clear goals. Having these 3 skills, we can avoid procrastination.
So, thank you for answering the first question.
Yes, I experience playing with my friends outside. And I mean, who didn't? As far as I can remember, I was 7 years old at the time. I can say that my childhood memories are the best, the best. Playing tag, patintero, climbing trees, having the experiences, and panay ka tanay.
Pwede man.
Yes, I did experience playing with my friends outside. As far as I can remember, I was 7 years old at that time, and I can say that my childhood memories are the best thing that happened in my life. So, it was a nostalgic feeling that brings back so many memories. So, yeah, that's it.
Thank you. So now can you share an experience where a young person demonstrated a deep concern for maintaining social order and adhering to established rules or traditions? How did you encourage them to critically analyze those norms, considering their fairness and appropriateness in contemporary society?
I encountered someone who's concerned with on maintaining social orders. So I first initiated a conversation with them, and I started to acknowledge their dedication to social orders and rules.
So thank you. So now, Miss Hansel, let's imagine that you have a sister who is struggling to solve a complex math problem. As a more knowledgeable person, how can you help your sister to master the problem-solving process?
The first thing I do is to assess my sister's level of understanding, and then provide enough support to help my sister.
So, as a Gen Z, we're more focused on technologies. Now we retain information that older don't know, right? So, have you encountered an older ask things on how to use specific technologies? And how do you handle them? Or do you mock them for not knowing it? Or not?
Yes, I have encountered chefs, and that's my mother. She often asks me on how to like forward a message on Facebook, and I didn't mock my mother for that. I even teach her step by step on how to do it.
So, again, thank you everyone for tuning in to this special episode of this Spotlight. Hope you enjoyed and learned something. Until the next, adios.